next. The Raptors taking on the Nets. For the Raptors, it's been a display of dominance this season. Few teams can match their heart or their talent. They'll have a big edge at home tonight as they look to keep it rolling. Nets, Raptors. Tip-off in just a moment. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Ibaka.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So the Nets starting 5. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Joe Harris is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at center. You know, for a while, Smitty, there was some talk of eliminating conferences altogether. But the East has begun to turn things around. It's starting to emerge again.
You know, Kevin, me and you have been around a long time. It's going to always flip-flop back and forth. It was the East and it was the West. And I think right now, the East right now is turning that corner. In a couple of years, it'll probably be the dominant conference. I like the way it is. I don't want to see them eliminate conferences.
I agree. Good point. So it's Toronto now. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Siakam. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Count that bucket.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. We talked about how they'll match up with Karis LeVert. Coach said his slashing ability is what stands out. We've got to keep him in front of us and force him to make perimeter shots. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Now here is Harris. 17 points in his last outing. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game. When you talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors, where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations, they are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Wound up there for Allen, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Nobody near Allen. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get your better scorers some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves. One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
The pass to Van Vliet. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's LeVert. Against Golden State, he was really on his game.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Now here's Van Vliet. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
I'll refine Siakam. Ibaka outside. From downtown, and Siakam gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka. Siakam's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Now, here's Siakam. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Indiana, and he comes up with the deuce.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Dinwiddie against Lowry. Pass to LeVert. Tipped away. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Toronto. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And of course, there's the Nets. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And right now for the Nets, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Toronto leading by 6. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for LeVert. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. LeVert from outside. Hits it from three-point range. LeVert's got 7 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Back to Dinwiddie. Allen left side. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Passes to Dinwiddie. Prince in the corner. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Dinwiddie right side. The teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Beautiful offense, unselfish play, sharp pass by Prince.
Ibaka. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. But most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
Yeah, really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
LeVert from outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. LeVert's got 10.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Lowry. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
LeVert finds Jordan. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Now Dinwiddie, 8 points his last outing, sinks the triple. 15 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Siakam. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's the Nets now. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Here's Lowry, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.